These videos are educational in nature and are designed to help people over 21 who smoke cigarettes switch to a less harmful alternative.
All right, what's up, everybody? It's GrimmGreen back here today. Listen, I'm just going to cut to the chase. There's a link in the description. It's a CASA call to action. Just click it. Just pause this video right now and click the link and go do it, and then come back here and I'll tell you why it was so critical to do this call to action. I've personally done probably hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of calls to actions, and lots of them are successful, and some of them not so much, and they're only as successful as the people who actually do them. This one needs to be done by everybody. Senator Dick Durbin introduced basically a nationwide vape tax. This vape tax would make cigarettes less expensive than harm reduction products like vaping and snus and heat not burn. HR 5715 and S 2929 propose raising taxes on all tobacco products to a rate equal to the tax applied to cigarettes, and at the same time doubles the tax on cigarettes. That means combustible tobacco cigarettes would be 5 times cheaper than any harm reduction product like a vape or snus or a heat not burn. Come on, that is bananas. If you haven't paused the video yet to go do the call to action, if you're not convinced yet, how about these apples? Or guava jellies, rather. My beloved 12 milligram non-salt guava jelly from Deep Cuts in a 60 ml bottle, after this tax, if this tax goes through, would have an additional $40 in tax on it. This tax would make a single jewel pod more expensive than an entire pack of cigarettes. And best of all, worst of all, really, is that this affects everybody. DIYers, yeah, if we want a 100 milligram per milliliter bottle of liquid for mixing, that is now going to have a $5,000 additional tax on it. Please, 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 please do this call to action. Please do this call to action. If you have never done a call to action in your life, do this call to action. In the last 14 years, I have pretty rarely ever done like a standalone, like, hey, I need your attention, full standalone video for any individual call to action. There's been a few over the years of FDA and flavor bans and the such as, and I can tell you without, I don't even know, this is the most important one I think I've seen so far. Lots of companies were able to adapt to things like flavor bans and adapt to things like vape mail bans. I know a lot of us, myself included, still get vape mail. This is the federal government. This is Dick Durbin. This is a humongous tax on clearly proven and help people quit smoking cigarettes harm reduction products. If you are not convinced now, then man, I don't know what to tell you. Please, please, I beg you, if you've never done anything for me before ever in the history of GrimmGreen, just please, this is my one thing, my one favor, please go do this call to action. Okay. I think I've made my piece here. So the link to the call to action will be in the description. Additionally, down in that description, I'm going to put some links to some articles and studies and some science that show how regressive taxes on harm reduction products like this are, and how they lead to things like more cigarette smoking. If cigarettes are cheaper and more readily available than any harm reduction product, what's the incentive? People are just going to smoke cigarettes. This is a pro-smoking bill, and everybody should see that. Holy cow, I didn't think I'd get this worked up in this video. Anyway, I'm going to end it right now for the sake of my own mental health and mental well-being. I'll ask you one last time, please do the CASA call to action. I'll love you forever. Really, you'll be my best friend. This has been a GrimmGreen video, and as long as the federal government lets us, let's stay cigarette smoke free, literally every single day.
It's like 10:30 and I'm just gonna smoke, so